Hi, welcome to The Conscious Spirit. I'm Pam.
I'm Mari-Lyn. Together, we are TCS, Everyday Psychics. Not only are Pam and I psychics, we are mediums, and we've really enjoyed bringing to you some reaction videos with the ghost point of view, because nobody seems to bring you what the ghosts are thinking and feeling, what they're going through, while these ghost hunters are going through these homes and trying to find them.
Yes.
Pam and I have combined over 20 years professional experience working with the paranormal, and the ghosts and their needs and their health, I guess, if you could say.
Sure.
That's our main focus. Again, we are really happy to bring to you the ghost point of view. Yes. Subscribe, like, smash that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything new that we might bring you.
Yep. We really try to get new content out every week.
Yes, we sure do.
Yes. All right, today, the video that we will be reacting to, we just have Pioneer Saloon. That's as much as what was given to us. So, we have, all right. Let's do this. Let's see.
Saloon.
Pioneer Saloon. What the heck that means?
I don't even know where this is.
Nope, no nothing.
Okay.
That's all I've got.
All right.
All right.
I am all mixed up here. Okay. Well, I got the right and the left.
Yes.
Correct,
and thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And we're really working toward that 100 subscribers, and we're going to do something special when we get to that 100 subscribers.
Yep.
So thank you so much. Alrighty, let's go.
Okay,
Pioneer
we ready?
Saloon.
My name is Ryan Higa. I've never believed that these ghost shows were real because they all seem so overly dramatic.
Oh my god, I just got chills. The AC vent is right there. It is crazy how cold it is right here.
And extremely easy to fake.
How was that?
But then one night I had an experience of my own that completely changed my views on ghosts.
Dude, ghosts are real.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
What?
That wasn't the experience I was referring to because I don't have footage of it. However, I can assure you that despite all the jokes and obvious ghost show parody, everything you're about to see and hear is 100% authentic, even if we end up capturing nothing at all. This is Ryan Tries Ghost Hunting.
Okay.
So right now we are headed about 40 miles outside of Las Vegas, Nevada to the town of Good Springs to investigate the historic and famously haunted building known as the Pioneer Saloon. It's been featured in multiple movies and TV shows, including Ghost Adventures, which we're definitely not copying. We're planning to stay throughout the entire night to capture as much as we can. Hopefully we actually get something. We have our normal filming equipment, normal audio recording devices, but in addition to that, we picked up some night vision cameras and some actual ghost hunting equipment, including like those EVP recorders and ghost box, a bunch of random stuff that we don't actually know how to use. But luckily for us, we are going to be meeting the owner of the saloon, who is a lot more experienced in this than we are. Tom?
You made it!
How's it going, man?
Yes.
Good to meet you.
The legend's here. Good to see you.
You're the legend, apparently.
Oh.
So, can you just tell me like a history of this place? Like,
Sure. Yeah, so this is the town of Good Springs, which back in the teens, it was one of the largest cities in Nevada. So Good Springs got its big boom, of course, because of the mining.
so I mean, I saw the episode that they did on Ghost Adventures here, and that was you behind the bar.
Yeah.
Right. So I saw a little bit of your story, but just so that we can have it, do you want to tell us a little bit of your experiences here?
My experience, it was probably about 9 years ago. I was getting ready to close up the bar, counted all the money, made sure the doors were locked. But there's a full apparition at the end of the bar that drinks a beer, maybe about that tall, beat up cowboy hat. Yeah. Just by looking at him, you know he's...
And you were looking directly
at
it.
it.
It didn't disappear, or...
We had, I would say eye contact, but that would be impossible. You could tell by just looking at him that he was there, but not there.
Is there anything correlated to the history?
Probably the best documented situation at the bar, there's 3 bullet holes. You can see daylight through all 3 of them. And that's from a card game in 1915. where one of the players was caught cheating, tried to cash out $10, and the dealer ended up shooting him dead there. Ruled a justified homicide. His punishment was to bury him in the cemetery.
Interesting. Okay. And obviously, we're going to need some of your help with some of the equipment that we're not used to using.
I'm lending you guys the full staff of the Haunted Lockdown tour, and then they're going to guide you guys through it with all the spirit boxes and all that.
But you're out.
I'll just say good night. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again so much.
I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate it. Yeah, this should be interesting. All right, so I'm here with Jill and Daryl, and you guys want to explain? I mean, we have a bunch of fun devices here, but you want to explain what you guys do exactly?
Go for it. Yeah, so we're members of the Pioneer Saloon Ghost Team. So basically what we have here is a collection of devices that we use for the lockdowns, and Jill can explain.
A little bit about them, yes. Yeah. This right here is one of my favorite devices. It's a spirit box. With this device, we can actually communicate with the spirits and through the white noise of this is just a radio receiver. What we do is we scan it in reverse.
So this is scanning different radio frequencies, and so sometimes we'll pick up words, or on very rare occasions you'll pick up whole sentences, which is pretty cool because you're.
But you have before in the past.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, wow. Just to explain, we're not in the saloon right now. This is the cafe next to the saloon. So there's not technically anything here, right?
We've gotten a lot of activity
here as well.
I think it's really the whole property.
Well, you were also telling us that electronics, for whatever reason here, mess up. Like we've already had one of our.
So one of the reasons that we will say, don't ghost hunt in your home, don't do cameras, don't do EVP work, don't do all that, the lights and the whatever, is because that can actually attract more activity. Mm-hmm. So that, I think, is what's happening here. This is kind of the grids have been ruined. There's easy access in and out from spirits into this place. So we'll see what they have to say, but anyway, that's why we tell you not to, and that's what happens when they do things like these they have these tours and people come through. One of two things happens typically is either paranormal activity begins to lessen because the spirits are all like they're hiding up against, they're so sick of it, they just don't want to put up with it anymore.
True.
And they're just trying to escape everyone poking and prodding at them. And it can also create more. It just depends on the spirits that are there, how they're treated, etc. So this sounds like it's calling in more activity.
It sounds like it, yeah. And that land, oh my goodness,
yes.
That land,
yeah,
it is rich with paranormal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, here we go.
Our batteries, a couple of them actually, just fully charged when we came here, just dead.
That's sort of typical here at the Pioneer.
Yeah, that's not a lot of people. A lot of guests have said that, like, oh, my phone died and this and that happened. We're like, that's not surprising.
This is one of the original. It's called a EMF detector. What a lot of people in the paranormal field use. You can measure when the lights go up. Okay, that means that a spirit is close to this.
It's basically measuring energy. So when energy becomes interactive, it's the same with the REM pod.
Energy reader.
That's my energy interacting with it.
So the closer something is.
Exactly.
This is the Ovulus 5. This actually has a built-in. That was this. This is speaking now. Said raised and. This will actually, it has a built-in dictionary, and the spirits can actually pick the words that they want to communicate with us through this.
So why did that just happen now, raised and?
I'm not real sure.
Is there ever a time where you feel like it's just, how do you know it's really functioning?
It can be random because it's affected also by the environment. But the goal for us is like, if we want to try to get one of these to light off, we'll say, "Are you here? Can you make the meter light up?" And try to get a specific reaction to a question.
Now we do have a lot of prominent spirits here. One of them I'd love to talk about on this side, actually, because ultimately she was murdered right over on what, right by the second booth over to our left. Her name was Ruby. Ruby was here in the store, the cafe. It was a mercantile store back then. She was alone, and someone came in and they beat her, they raped her, and then she was strangled. And she was left for dead right over to her left.
All right, I mean, that seems like a good place as any to
Let's
start.
do it. Let's get
Well,
this
thank
party
you guys. Let's do
started.
this.
Cool.
All
I'm
righty.
excited.
Right as we began to cut cameras and move on to the next part of our investigation, one of the devices unexpectedly began to go off on its own. I mean, it's fine if you...
Now, nobody touched that, as you guys just saw.
cut already?
You got that?
go rolling.
There
Yeah.
we go. They're doing it again.
Yep. Can you make it go to red?
my gosh. What does that mean, red?
Oh, nothing. We just asked them.
Oh.
Okay, I take it you guys are ready to tell Ruby's story then. Let's do it.
Well, after reviewing this footage carefully with headphones, our audio devices also captured what we thought sounded like a scary ghost
There
moment.
Yeah.
we go. They're doing it again.
that?
Yep.
Only to later discover that it's actually a familiar noise that our cameraman Greg makes when he's scared. We're in the booth right now where Ruby was murdered. Well, there wasn't a booth. She was on the ground here.
Correct, right? Where we're sitting, her head was a little bit past you, is where she ended up.
Okay, so this is the first, I guess, spot.
Right. So about 10:30 one night, we drive past the cemetery, which y'all saw, and it's pitch black. We parked on the outside, and there's a fence there. So the woman said, should we take photos? And I said, of course. I always take 3. This is what was in the second photo. Is that not amazing? Now, until someone can tell me differently, because I know this girl, and I'm very unsavvy, but
Right.
you can't tell me that is not the same person.
Something in that.
That's validation right there.
That's her.
Did we get... Yes.
What is happening right now?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is
Everything
so
just
cute.
went off.
Right, because they love it when Ruby loves it when her story's told.
Okay.
And when I show her photo, they get very excited.
Oh, it's going crazy right now.
Yeah, they're just, I adore these spirits. They're amazing and they're very friendly.
That's good to hear.
Yes.
After these 2 strange occurrences in the cafe next to
How do we? All right, I have to say something about this. So, this woman is very clearly enjoying the relationship. I say that with a little air quotes. The relationship she has with the spirits, or spirit. I do pick up on a young girl. I do very possibly think it's this Ruby.
I agree.
But I see her she is really in her primal state. She is in that state of when she was going through the trauma of the rape and the murder, the fear,
The anger.
Yes, and you can see her, she's almost, it's not inhuman like, but her face is just the fear. You can see the fear, the pain, the confusion, what's happening. That's the state she's in. It's very primal. She's kind of seething, and she clearly has shattered or that's the piece that stayed behind when she died. This woman is so clearly attached to her, and it is so unhealthy. So unhealthy. Not just for the spirit, but for the living person too. This is one reason we talk about not living with spirits in your home. They are not your friends.
No.
They are not a replacement for family. They are not a replacement for
Entertainment.
3D relationships. It is.
Yeah.
It's so unhealthy for everyone involved. I would venture to say, without looking to this woman, because I'm not going to do that, but I will venture to say that whatever activity is going on in this building has become her life. Those are her friends. And what happens is it takes you out of everyday life.
It's true.
It takes you out of real relationships.
Yeah.
We're here in the 3D to have real relationships.
Yes.
To live in this 3D realm. I know I'm not telling you anything new. I'm telling you. And it's extremely unhealthy. It's like being in an abusive relationship. Very dysfunctional.
It is. Dysfunctional.
Unkind.
A lot of codependency.
Oh, the codependency
Yeah.
is huge. And the codependency for that spirit, too,
Yes.
is she doesn't know she's in that state of trauma and is communicating and has attached to this woman, no doubt, because this woman does really care about her. Unhealthy. This spirit, this little girl, this piece of her needs to be moved on to get healing and to grow. She is forever in this death state.
Yes.
And it's just
And
really
it's
not acceptable.
Not a happy state at all.
No, and they're using her as this puppet, like you said, a puppet, and this prop. And okay, people are gonna come. Okay, you need to perform for us. How awful! This little girl is in this primal, traumatic place. I have no words. I'm sorry. I'm stumbling over my words.
That's okay, because it's horrific to
It is.
see it.
It's awful.
And as some of you know, some of you might not know, before Pam and I watch these videos, we will call in the energy of the place.
Yep.
We had the Pioneer Saloon name, so we did call in that energy. And I have to admit, it was really heartbreaking to hear that this girl was raped.
Yes.
Because I definitely had picked up on that,
Yes.
raped and murdered, and really heartbreaking when you're right on stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay. And
All right.
now we know part of why she might be staying there is because of this woman.
Yeah.
And the man too. The fact that they're keeping her there by attaching themselves to her. And she attaching to them.
Yeah.
So.
And that energy that she absorbs that energy.
Yeah.
So I hate to say it, but it kind of helps feed her anger state.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. We did pick up on another male too before we started this. We probably should have told you all of that at the beginning, and we just sort of
we didn't. But
so sorry about that.
So, and it'll be interesting.
Yes.
Because we were picking up different things on this male. So were we getting two sides of the same male, or were we getting two different males?
Yes. So the side that I was picking up on is the man who actually raped and murdered her. The guilt and the shame over doing that piece of him is still there, and he watches out over her. So that's what I get.
Yeah.
And I think there are transients that go through here too, because of all the stuff they do. They're sort of transients, but those two, and then the one you picked up on, there's like three that are kind of there all the time.
Yeah, and the one that I was picking up on, he feels like a traveler, but I wasn't certain. Was he a traveler in life? Or is he a traveler in death? I really got the sense that he might have been a traveler in life, like a traveling salesman selling his snake oil with his covered wagon type of thing.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of thin and scoundrelly and anyway.
Okay.
So
yeah, I don't think we're talking about the same person.
I don't think we are either. Now that I'm saying it again,
Yeah.
I don't think we are. So
okay,
we'll see what else they got.
all right.
The saloon, it was time to investigate the saloon itself by sitting at the exact same table that the poker player was murdered at back in 19-something. A long time ago.
A long time ago.
Is there anyone here with us right now?
There's lights going on.
Yeah, this is too.
We have our audio recorder close to here.
Can you guys say hello to us?
How many spirits are here with us?
See, they're responding, but we can't hear them.
Something. I heard something.
Ruby, are you here with us? 3.
Can you make his meter light up in front of him?
Thank you. Okay, how many ladies are here with us?
Oh, that was a girl's voice.
Yeah.
After you guys start talking, I'm definitely picking up like more orbs,
Really?
like floating across. Yeah, for sure.
After closer review, we noticed that the flight pattern of those orbs looks similar to that of a bug, but since we're not experienced enough to distinguish between actual orbs and bugs, we can't debunk this one. So for now, we'll just call it debugged.
Debug.
So now we're in the saloon. The other side.
So I
And we
could
got our
feel
goals as we-
that girl, but I don't think she was the one
Right,
interacting.
with the action.
If there was some,
who was the man that was
someone
shot here?
interacting
Paul.
with the
Polkowski.
voice thing.
Is Paul here with us right now?
Uh-huh.
Is there anything you want to say, Paul?
Is it?
What was that?
Hello?
Make it,
That
yeah,
was
maybe a hello.
We continued to try and communicate with Paul for nearly 30 minutes but had little to no response. But because Paul died playing poker, we decided to bring out playing cards in hopes to trigger a response from him when this happened.
Okay, I'm gonna call
We're
her.
gonna get the party started.
Hey, Paul. You...
I don't think so.
Earlier that
Women?
he cheated.
Go ahead. Paul, do you think we should call? You should?
You should.
You should?
Call.
Okay.
See how excited she gets? It's just so, like that.
He said you should. Yeah, it is. But that was the only coherent response we got for the next 20 minutes, so we decided to move on to the next spot that has been frequently reported for having paranormal activity. But right now we're gonna head. Ooh, it's. I don't know. It just keeps going red, which supposedly means a lot of activity. We're gonna head to the bathroom because I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but they said that a lot of women say that a lot happens in the women's bathroom, specifically the women's. So I think we should check that out.
More common at the women's than the men's room.
Alright, so we're going into the women's bathroom.
The amount of residual energy that is in that place,
Nothing. This
It's
is like
clearly
less
enough
activity
to
than
make
out there.
EMF things.
Try the men's? Yeah, let's check the men. Oh, it's really. Yeah, it keeps going red over here. Right, men's bathroom. Oh, it's hot right here. Look. Is there someone in here? It smells so bad in here compared to the other one. I think men are just smelling. There's definitely some activity in here. Look. This was never going on. Is someone in the bathroom with me? Oh, it disappeared. It's like right here. It's like right, it's right here.
Here?
Wait, go higher up. Go higher up.
Energy
We got a little
moving
red. Oh, yeah.
A lot of just
That's a
floating
tall
energy.
ass. Yo, that's a strong red. Yo. That's solid red. That's weird.
Who else is in here?
Ooh, what do we take that?
In the bathroom?
In the bathroom. We could.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
What do we do? Put it on the ground
We're
though?
gonna try and, what is this thing?
Basically, to
Presence.
show you the consistency when you go like this. So earlier it was going off on its own, that's why it freaked us out. Hasn't really done it since.
But
Um,
if it goes off in here,
It would be very freaky. Oh, there's something there.
go higher, go higher.
Okay.
Just
No way, dude!
Why do they keep saying go higher, go higher? Go hang out of
No, but it was going up higher.
You know what heat rises?
As we continue to investigate the men's bathroom with the REM pod, we also got a coherent response for the very first time from the Ovilus 5, the device that allows spirits to communicate using a select number of words, almost like a modern-day Ouija board.
Look area much. Look area much. Oh my god.
What? No way. This may not seem like a big deal, but throughout the entire night, the Ovilus 5 had little to no activity, and even when it did, it gave us words that seemed completely irrelevant. But when it gave us the words look, area, and much, the exact same time that we were looking at an area very muchly, we couldn't pretend that we weren't freaked out.
That's awesome.
Muchly
That's so awesome.
freaked out.
I love the way.
You! This is your show!
Are you still here?
Again, I put.
Oh my god!
What's on the other side of this wall?
The only thing that's actually out here
Oh, it's the
is the outside bar.
At this exact moment, although our audio equipment could barely capture it, two of our cameramen heard a thump coming from behind them on the other side of the room.
Did you hear that? I 100% heard that.
What was that? What'd you hear?
It was like that, like a door
I heard
closing or
something
something.
too, but... Alright, we just heard something. Where was it? Like on this end, huh?
It almost sounded like a wood. Yeah, like a wood thing. Maybe even this. I remember I just went through this door to get the card, the SD cards, and this door was open. Both of these doors were open.
No, we closed it, no?
Well, when I went in there to go get the SD cards, because the SD cards were on that table over there, both of these doors were open. Because
Really, they were both open?
yeah, for sure.
Are you 100% positive?
I'm like 90, 95.
That's what sounded like wood or something.
It did sound like, yeah.
Sound kind of like something.
Is there like a breeze that usually goes through here that can close these doors?
No.
Maybe try
this
and,
was open?
Try and open it and just see if it'll close on its own.
It was like this?
Yeah, for sure. Because I went in.
I remember we closed it, remember, for the sound, though.
Right, when you guys were in there.
I went back out, and I remember coming out quick because I didn't want to be in here. So I went like, I didn't like dodge the door or anything.
Somebody close this door over here. Oh, wow, it's peaking right now. Oh, it did for a second.
Really cold.
I know. Dude, whoa.
feel
Look,
that?
look, can you see this? Look at this. Can you see that?
Wow,
Does it show up
you
on
got
camera?
chills. Look
I
at
got
you.
legit chills. He felt the same thing, and then this thing just shot up.
I know, too.
Also, when you asked
You
if
guys didn't
somebody
feel that?
closed it, Dana heard yeah.
So that door really was open. Could you move the door again or something? Oh, we felt something really cold, and we're assuming that was.
You.
It's not normal. I've never really felt something like that before.
Me.
Someone said me.
A lady's voice.
A lady's voice, yeah. What's your name?
What was that?
What'd you hear?
Like something.
Ruben?
Yeah.
Yeah, two syllables.
Something.
Wait, Ruby, well, that was a woman, wasn't
Oh,
it?
Ruby. Maybe.
It was probably Ruby, yeah. Yeah, Ruby, are you here, sweetheart? You like these guys, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ruby, did you close the door?
Really wish you guys would move the curtain for us. Can you do that, please? That's probably under. What the hell was that?
The glass.
Yeah.
That's probably under.
Maybe Greg.
I think that was Greg, no?
No. But did you just move a glass?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Oh
Greg.
man, come on.
Again, despite all the silliness and jokes with these voiceovers, all the footage and audio that you've just seen and heard is
All right. I guess, heard everything that that we had to say about that. I guess it's very upsetting to me that this woman has such an attachment to the spirit, and the spirit to her as well, to the couple of them that we've seen there actually, because it really does keep that woman from moving on in her life, from having real experiences. You can't, you know, I have spirit guides. They're much higher vibrational. They're much more wise than any of us. But I don't say, hey, Fred, you want to go out? We're going to go out and have coffee. You want to come? Or do you want, like, I don't consider him to be, or any of them, they're not my friends. They're not companions in this life. This is my friend and my husband and my children and other friends and so forth. My guides are certainly there, and they're with me, and I lean on them, but I think you can see the difference on how unhealthy that is, to have some spirit who's not a full consciousness, who is stuck in this dimension,
and that keeps her stuck.
Yeah.
That feeds her. That feeds her anger and her despair, and it keeps her more. I hate to say more solidly here, but more solidly here.
Yeah.
It really does.
And in that real primal state, which that's got to be hell. That has to be hell.
I think that is.
Yeah.
I think that is the epitome of hell.
Yes.
Is what she's going through. I don't think that it was Ruby that was there with the door. In fact, I agree. I am positive it was not Ruby there with the door. I will say, however, I do think that there was, I think that door was activity.
Oh,
that door closing. I think it was somebody that flipped in and flipped out.
Yes, because there are a lot of transients that go through there as well. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. If you have questions, drop them below.
Yep. You have suggestions, drop them below.
Yep.
If you have activity, let us know. Reach out, because it's just not a healthy thing to be living with. So reach out. We can help you. And
we are at theconsciousspirit.net.
Yes.
Yes. Check us out.
TCS, everydaypsychics@gmail.com. That'd be us.
That's us.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.